All right, today we're going to explore a totally different way of thinking about money. For the next few minutes, just forget about the budgets, forget about the spreadsheets. We're going to dive into this idea of money alchemy, a way to really get in touch with the energetic relationship that we all have with abundance.
So let's just start right here with a question for you. When you think about money, what's the first feeling that comes up? Like your gut reaction? Is it stress? Excitement? Maybe a little bit of fear? Just take a second and really be honest with yourself. Because that feeling, well, that's the key to everything we're about to unpack.
Okay, so let's get into it. Here's the core idea. Every single time we deal with money, paying for your coffee, checking your bank account online, we're actually reinforcing a really deep and usually totally unconscious set of beliefs about it. It's almost like we have this invisible contract running in the background.
And here's what that contract looks like in action. It really breaks down into two totally opposite mindsets. On one side, you've got a contract built on fear and scarcity. That's the feeling that money's a burden, that you never have enough, that it just disappears as soon as you get it. But on the other side, you have a contract of trust and expansion. This is the belief that money is a blessing, that there's a constant flow, that it actually expands. Every single transaction you make pushes you deeper into one of these two realities.
So, the big question is, how do you switch from one contract to the other? Well, the first step is to completely blow up our old perception of what money even is. We're asked to stop seeing it as just paper or coins or numbers on a screen.
And this is where things get really interesting. Money isn't just currency, it's a mirror. Think about that. It's not the cause of our problems or our joy. It's actually a physical reflection of our own internal world. It's like crystallized energy that's just showing us what we truly believe about our own worthiness and what we think is possible.
Okay, so if money is energy, that naturally leads to the next question. What are we? Well, according to this perspective, we are also energy. We're like a living, breathing antenna, constantly broadcasting and receiving signals. And what that means is we're not just victims of our financial circumstances, we are active creators of them.
So let's shift from the what to the how. Now that we get the basic idea, money is energy, we are energy, how do we start to consciously change the signal we're putting out there? It actually comes down to one really simple but sacred practice.
The whole method, the entire technique for rewriting this energetic relationship and shifting your personal frequency, it's all anchored in a single, powerful sentence. And there it is. Let's just sit with that for a second. Every piece of money I touch blesses me, multiplies, and flows back to me with joy, freedom, and purpose. You see, this isn't just wishful thinking. It's an instruction. It's an energetic command. In the actual ritual, it could not be simpler. Anytime you interact with money, any form at all, you just pause, just for a second. You take a breath, and you recite that sentence either in your head or even quietly out loud. You're basically turning a mundane, unconscious act into a conscious, sacred one. And the real beauty of this is just how many chances you get to practice every day. I mean, think about it. You're at the grocery store, you're paying for the bus, you're getting change back, you're swiping your card. Every single one of those moments is another opportunity to rewire your financial reality and lock in that new frequency.
So it's really important to understand why this specific sentence works so well. Let's break it down piece by piece, because every single word is deliberately chosen to dismantle a specific limiting belief we might have about money.
First up, it blesses me. This immediately challenges the idea that money is a source of stress or some kind of necessary evil. Instead of seeing it as a burden you have to carry, you're affirming it as a supportive, loving presence in your life.
Next, it multiplies. Now, this one goes straight for the jugular of that fear of lack. It reframes money not as something you spend and then it's gone, but as a living seed that actually expands and grows when you honor its energy.
And then we have, it flows to me. This is a huge, huge shift. This is what moves you out of that mindset of desperately chasing and struggling for money and into a state of trust and effortless receiving. It's more like a dance than a battle. And finally, with joy, freedom, and purpose. This is so important because it aligns the flow of money with your deepest values. It makes sure that the abundance you're attracting isn't just empty numbers, but that it actually serves to liberate you, to empower you, and to fuel your life's mission. So, what starts to happen when you do this day in and day out? You begin to realize a fundamental truth. The source of your abundance isn't your job, or an investment, or winning the lottery. The source is you. I want you to think of yourself like this.
Your personal energetic field is a living magnet. But here's the trick. It doesn't attract what you want. It attracts what you vibrationally are. It just responds to the frequency that you are consistently holding.
That affirmation then becomes your password. It's the tool you use to literally rewrite the signal that you're constantly broadcasting out into the universe. Every time you say it with real feeling, you are actively tuning your personal frequency to the vibration of abundance.
And this is really the ultimate goal here. You move from that old state of anxious chasing to a new state of calm resonance. You realize money doesn't just come to you from the outside world, it's an energetic result that arises from within you. And this quote just ties the whole creative process together so beautifully. Your frequency, that's the seed, the starting point. Your emotion is the soil that nourishes it, your thought is the water that directs it, and your word, the affirmation, is the light it needs to grow.
Which of course brings us right back to you. See, this practice isn't about some kind of magical thinking. It's about conscious creation. It puts the power and the responsibility right back in your hands. So the real question is, what reality are you going to choose to energize? And we're going to end on this powerful, simple thought. Never forget that you aren't separate from the things you desire. You are the energetic field. You are the source. Everything else, and that includes money, is simply responding to the frequency that you hold.
Don't miss this. Click the link in the description now to get your copy of The Truth About Life You Were Never Taught. It might just be the missing piece you've been waiting for. If this resonated with you, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insights like this. See you in the next episode, and thank you for watching.